In this installment, we're going to be going over the MLB bet slate for Friday, June 6th. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our June 6th MLB slate we got going on. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetChefD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91, and don't forget about that Patreon. Right now, we're at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 10.1 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 20K, and we're well on our way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you're already subscribed, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm so that we can grow to a much broader audience. Now for Wednesday's video, we went 1, 3, and 1. All right, we had a push there. So the over Houston-Pittsburgh, that didn't go. Yankees money line, that didn't go. Phillies did not. We had the push on the Rays game over 9. Well, we had over 9. It was exactly at 9. And then we had the Orioles to come through, and they did. So right now we're 46, 34, and 2, still over 500, still going strong, and we're gonna sweep this one here. I'm fully confident in this one, guys. If you want to sign up for the Patreon, remember that link is provided down below, so you can get today's plays. We have a full slate of baseball. We have the Stanley Cup Finals Game 2, which we cashed already on Game 1. We're gonna go and cash on Game 2 as well. So click on that link provided down below. Get full access to the Patreon. You can access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. In George Steinbrenner Field here, we have the Tampa Bay Rays 33-29 going up against the Miami Marlins 23-37. This pitching matchup here, Edward Cabrera 2-1 with a 4.14 ERA going up against Zach Littell, who is 5-5 with a 3.86 ERA. Looking at the current odds for this matchup here, we have the Rays as -180 home favorites, with the comeback of the Marlins at a +145. Total runs set at 9. All right, public bet percentage here, 91% of the money, 84% of the bets coming in on the Rays. And for the total runs, 87% of the bets and money coming in on the under 9 runs. All right, so very public here and sharp money coming in on the under 9 total runs in this matchup. With these two teams here, Marlins are trying to get back on the winning streak here, and they just lost 3 in a row to Colorado, which was embarrassing. But on the other end, we have a red-hot Tampa Bay Rays team here, winning 4 out of the last 5, beating up on Texas and the Houston Astros. All right, so the guy we're going to be attacking here in this game is Edward Cabrera here for the Miami Marlins. He has some really weird struggles. It doesn't make sense. His ERA on the road, it's only been 2 starts, the 3.68 ERA, 14 innings is around about 2 starts, maybe 2.5. He could have went short in 1, but technically that's like 7, and he could have went a little farther than that, but it's probably 2 or 3 starts. So when you look in deeper in his numbers, there's a major issue with power. All right, power he's given up to righties, 1.44 home run per 9 he's given to righties, and right now on the road to lefties he's given up a 19% walk rate. So he's just giving up way too many opportunities here to either side. So it's either power and average to righties, a 286 average, and then to lefties it's a walk rate obviously that's enormous, and that whip is 1.76. So that goes in with the walk rate. He's supposed to still regress going to against lefties as well. So this is a real good spot for some of these bats here for the Tampa Bay Rays. Zach Littell, on the other hand, has been strong this year, pitching at home for the Tampa Bay Rays, 3.78 home ERA and a 2.56 batting average as well. So I have confidence in him when he pitches at home. Edward Cabrera here is definitely a guy you can exploit. So in this one, I'm going to be going with the Rays on the money line in this one, and the secondary play will be the Rays team total over as a secondary play. In Nationals Park here, we have the Washington Nationals 29-33 going up against the Texas Rangers 29-34. Looking at this pitching matchup here, Patrick Corbin 3-4 with a 3.71 ERA, going up against Michael Soroka here 2-3 with a 5.81 ERA. Looking at the current odds for this matchup here, we have the Rangers here as road favorites -120 with the comeback of the Nationals as +100. Total run set at 9.5. Public bet percentage here, 55% of the bets, 57% of the money on the Rangers here. And then for the total runs, 57% of the bets, 58% of the money towards the over of 9.5. All right, so a lot of split in the middle for both sides on money line and total. That's because you got Michael Soroka here, who has been absolutely a gas can this season for the Washington Nationals. At home, a 5.73 ERA. At home, same thing on the road, a 5.85 road ERA as well. And it's just his numbers across the board, struggling against righties at home, a 2.08 home run per 9, 250 average, which is okay. The whip isn't too egregious as well at 1.15. That's actually a decent whip. His expected numbers are supposed to regress to a 4.07 looking at his xFIP, but it's just the power issue he's given up. That's not good. Going up against this Rangers team here. So it's a little bit of the walks, it's some of the average, it's definitely the power, because he's giving up power to lefties on the road and power to righties at home. So does he have enough home innings yet? So he probably didn't face that many lefties at home yet. It's only been 11 innings. It's probably a game and a half, 2 games here that he's played, and he's given up 5 home runs already to lefties here. So going up against this lineup with the Rangers, he's going to have some issues. I definitely see that for Michael Soroka. For Patrick Corbin, like I said, the defense behind him, when you're with the Texas Rangers here, they have phenomenal defense. That's why a lot of these older pitchers come over to the Texas Rangers and still prolong their career here, because that their ballpark, the defense that they help provide as well, definitely solidifies their pitchers. Patrick Corbin here has some very strong numbers as a lefty against righties. A 225 batting average, a 1.2 whip. The BABIP is at 200, at 207. His issue is power as well. So this game you could see the way it can go crazy and go over, or it could be one-sided here. The lefties that Soroka is going to have to face, 2, 3, 4. He's going to see at least 4 lefties, and that means Corey Seager as well. All right. So definitely it's going to be a tough matchup for Michael Soroka in this one, and I can see why it's split down the middle here, but I think the better team, better lineup, better pitcher is on the side of the Texas Rangers. Give me them on the money line as well. Secondary play would be the over on this total, all right, just in case things go out of whack. You definitely cover yourself with both of these pitchers, especially Soroka on the mound, but main play, give me Rangers money line. And at Yankee Stadium here, we have the rivalry of all rivalries, Yankees versus Red Sox. Yankees are 38-23. Red Sox are 30-34. Pitching matchup here, Walker Buehler 4-3 with a 4.44 ERA. Going against Will Warren 3-3 with a 5.19 ERA. Looking at this matchup here, we have Yankees as solidified home favorites -200 with the comeback of the Red Sox at a +165. Total runs set at 9. Public bet percentage here, 79% of the bets, 82% of the money on the side of the Yankees. For the total run, 64% of the bets, 75% of the money towards the over 9 on this total here. All right. Now, with this pitching matchup, we'll start off with Walker Buehler. So far this year, he has been a little bit up and down, still trying to get and find his ways. He hasn't been too bad. Stronger at home than on the road, as you see a 6 ERA on the road. But he's been pitching fine as of late. The only blow up was the last game against the Braves, where he gave up 5 earned runs. But before then, he pitched solidly against Baltimore, against the Mets, against Cleveland was a solid outing. that he had, and then against the Chicago White Sox. So that the blow up against Atlanta, which was his last game, is a little bit understandable here, and I think that he's the better pitcher out of the two here. I don't know how that they're selling you that Will Warren is a good pitcher. He does have some strong strikeouts numbers here. But he's been taking advantage of weaker opponents, the Colorado Rockies, the Seattle Mariners, the Athletics. All these teams are at the bottom of the league in offense here. And then his last game against the LA Dodgers, he got smashed here, 7 earned runs, 4 walks. He had a pretty bad outing in that one, and he's getting up a lot to lefties, okay? So his issue right now is going to be against lefties. If we're looking at, he's giving up power to lefties currently right now at home in Yankee Stadium, a 1.64 home run per 9 that he's giving up to lefties. Let's see, the walk rate is egregious as well at 15%. But as you can see, average, he's either walking him, giving up a home run, or he's getting an out. All right, and with this lineup here, the lefties that the Boston Red Sox have, he's going to see at the top of the order, automatic 5. He's going to see Jarren Duran, Rafael Devers, Willie Abreu, Marcel Mayer, and Abraham Toro. So off the top 5 lefties are going to come with going up against Will Warren in this one. And I don't think that bodes well for him. I think that there's value on the Red Sox. As you can see, the public and obviously the sharps are going to be on the Yankees because they're way over 500 and the Red Sox are under 500. But this rivalry here doesn't matter when it comes to Red Sox versus Yankees. In this matchup here, I think all the value is on the Red Sox. Give me the plus 1.5 on the Red Sox for the total of 9. I would lean towards. I will lean towards the under of 9 in the total. All right, so give me Red Sox number 1 play plus 1.5 and the under on the 9 total. In Comerica Park here, we have the Detroit Tigers going up against the Chicago Cubs here. 41-23 Tigers, Cubs 39-23. These are 2 top-tier teams here. 1 in the AL, 1 in the NL, and we got a nice matchup here. Ben Brown, 3-3 with a 5.72 ERA, and then going up against Tariq Skubal here, 5-2 with a 2.26 ERA, the ace of the Detroit Tigers here. So every time you see Skubal on the mound, you're going to see a ton of money coming in, and you're going to see the Tigers as big favorites, as you see in this one, minus 190. On the Tiger side, the comeback of the Cubs at plus 155. The total run set at 7. So very low total here. Public bet percentage here, 67% of the bets coming in on Detroit, but we have 64% of the money here. Sharps are on the Cubs. So very interesting in that perspective. For the total run, 69% of the bets and money towards the over 7 in this game. All right. Now, this pitching matchup here, Tariq Skubal, we already know he is elite, all right? I'm going to try to sell you on Ben Brown, all right? Now, Ben Brown in his last 5 starts, as you can see, gave up 3 runs against San Francisco, 2 against Miami, 6 against Miami, and then 8 against Cincinnati, all right? You would say, hey, whoa, why would you back Ben Brown and the Chicago Cubs in this game? What they did, the Cubs, they tried to regain confidence in Ben Brown in that last start against Cincinnati. As you can see, 6 innings, 9 Ks, and only 1 hit. They had him, they had a reliever start the game, and then he came in right after, like in the 2nd inning, and he finished throughout, and he found himself here. Ben Brown has a nice pitch here in the knuckle curve that is going to be his strikeout pitch. As you can see, he throws the knuckle curve 37.4% of the time, all right? He's either fastball or he's throwing that knuckle curve. And knuckle curve is very hard to hit, and that's what he was getting. He got that right. He was throwing it perfectly against Cincinnati. And I checked here, the Detroit Tigers team, as you can see, against the knuckle curve, a right-handed knuckle curve. Majority of the team, the players have seen this pitch. As you see that red, they have not done well against that knuckle curve, all right? So we're going to be going with a little bit of analytics here. I like the under in this game, under 7, but the main play will be the Cubs plus 1.5. I think there's value on this Cubs team here. People are going to just bet blindly on Tariq Scobo. But I think that the Cubs, who are top 10 in the league against lefties as well, they're going to be able to get to him. Give me the Cubs plus 1.5. That's my main play. Secondary play under 7. Last but not least here, we're going to give you a layup. Coors Field Rockies 12-50, Mets 39-24. Pitching matchup here. Kodai Senga 6-3 with a 1.60 ERA, going against Antonio Senzatella 1-10 with a 7.14 ERA. Current odds for this one here, Mets are minus 325 with a comeback of the Rockies at a plus 260. Total runs set at 10.5. Public bet percentage here, 93% of the bets, 89% of the money all over the Mets. For the total runs, 51% of the bets, and 70% of the money coming in on the over 10.5 on the total. Looking at this pitching matchup here, we're just going to be looking at Antonio Senzatella. This is a guy you want to exploit, especially in Coors Field, and especially with the red-hot New York Mets lineup here. 7.42 ERA at home, and he has been bad against lefties and righties, giving up a 382 average to lefties, a 2.02 whip, a 414 BABIP as well, all the lefties. For righties, that's where he's giving up a ton of power. A 3.21 home run per 9, a 305 batting average, a 1.43 whip. So across the board, this is a phenomenal matchup on both sides for the New York Mets. Give me the Mets on the money line. Give me the Mets minus 1.5. And as a secondary play, I'll take the Mets team total over in this game going up against the Rockies. All right. So that's going to be our breakdown for the Friday slate. Let me know in that comment section down below if you agree or disagree. We can definitely debate about that down below. Also, get ready, get signed up for the Patreon so you can get my full slate and the Stanley Cup play for tonight as well. Click on that link right down below. You're getting full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. This your boy Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.